After Thanksgiving is over, he's looking forward to days of ham, stuffing, and gravy sandwiches. Please welcome Trace Helms.
Did you get the privilege?
No.
What the F is in our water?
Whoa.
Fluoride is a chemical that's added to 80% of Americans' drinking water. Its primary purpose is to prevent cavities and tooth decay. But fluoride works topically, so why are we ingesting it? All of our toothpaste has fluoride. We're not drinking that.
No.
There have been, recently it has been researched to have certain health risks associated with the consumption of fluoride. And today I hope to inform you about what is actually in your drinking water. It all started in 1904 with the investigation of something called the Colorado brown stain. What this was a group of people in Colorado whose water supply was naturally heavily fluoridated. They had brown stains on their teeth. This is a common symptom of fluoridosis, the overexposure to fluoride. Researchers went, and what they found was that they also had reduced cavities and reduced dental decay. So after many years of research, in 1945, the government decided to put fluoride into our drinking water to prevent cavities. Naturally, this was an invidious decision. It caused people to oppose it. Why? Because they felt it was the mass medication of the general public. They felt like, why should the government decide if I want to prevent cavities and give me medicine for it against my will? There are many types of sodium fluoride. There are many types of fluoride, the first being sodium fluoride. This was the original compound used, but that got expensive, and that is not what's in our water today. Today, you can find something called fluorosalicylic acid. What this is a byproduct of the fertilizer industry.
Wow.
Now, when you and I hear byproduct, we should all know it means waste. We're drinking industrial waste in our water. Okay, but let's talk about some of the health risks. As I stated, 80% of Americans drink this in their water. This is not something that's extremely common in other countries. The maximum level in the US is 1.4 milligrams per liter. Trace, this doesn't sound like a lot. Why are we worried about this? Well, it turns out, like mercury, this sticks in our body. It's hard to get out. It accumulates in our tissues and in our bones. One of the main places it accumulates is in the pineal gland in your brain. What happens when it accumulates fluoride is it calcifies. The calcification of the pineal gland makes it work less efficiently. Now, Trace, what does a pineal gland do? First of all, it produces melatonin. Melatonin regulates your sleep cycle, promotes dreaming, is an antioxidant, and has been known to have anti-aging benefits. So, if your pineal gland is calcified, and it can't produce enough melatonin. So what do? You get restlessness, trouble sleeping, no dreaming, and you age faster. That's a joke.
Money.
Also, it produces a hormone that regulates the thyroid. When it can't produce enough of this, the thyroid essentially doesn't work as hard. And some people get what's called hypothyroidism. The effects of hypothyroidism are depression, fatigue, joint and muscle pain. Do any of these sound familiar? There are millions of Americans on hypothyroid medication. Okay, Trace, but what are some of the real brain effects? How is this really affecting you? Well, the consumption of fluoride has been shown to be linked with symptoms of ADD. So right off the bat, your ability to concentrate and focus are gone, diminished. Recently, a study from Harvard has shown that in children, it lowers their IQ on average of 7 points of those who drink it and those who don't. This is literally making our children dumber. So how do I get it out of the water? I mean, I can just buy a Brita filter and be done with it, right? No, you can't. It's too small to be filtered out by the common carbon filter. The ways you can get it out are reverse osmosis and distillation, both of which are very expensive. You can buy in-home units for your drinking water that are around $200, and that's only for your drinking water. If you want your whole house, that's thousands of dollars. You can buy bottled water, but again, it's only your drinking water. What happens when you take a shower? Unless you're weird, like me, you take a hot shower, and your pores open up, allowing chemicals to penetrate your skin. And also, the water produces steam because it's hot, and you breathe that in. That's another penetration point.
I use soap too.
The best way to avoid fluoride is not even add it in the first place, because it's extremely difficult to remove and very expensive. I hope I have at least opened your eyes to what is in your drinking water. Does the government really have your best interest at heart? There are movements across the country that are trying to get the fluoride out of their drinking water. Many large cities are doing this. What can you do? You can research the how to this online. You can go and join some of those movements and appeal to your politicians to try to get this out. Because essentially, if these harmful contaminants, like fluoride, are not out of the water, you can buy a filter or you can be a filter. Thank you.